What is up, everybody? This is the fAnaticZ podcast, episode 73. I'm Damien.
And what a do, boo, it's Dylan.
It is Frankie, and the boys are back in town.
Let's go. And how about that Dbacks win and that series win against Philadelphia?
Dude, first the Mets series, now the Phillies. I got some faces I'm gonna rub it into at work, the next couple of days. So love to
Nice.
see it. And how about Jose Fernandez? What a find.
What a guy. Good shout out to the Reno Aces, you know, for letting that man develop down there and knowing when it was time to send him on to the D-backs.
I tell you what, our farm is actually pretty solid in comparison to where it was, 10 plus years ago.
Our farm is farming.
Remember when people got pissed off after he debuted and got had balled out and all that, and then Torrey benched him. It was like, oh, why did you bench Jose Fernandez right after he had a good game on his debut? Now we're seeing more Jose Fernandez, and what we're seeing is consistency out of Jose. So
Well,
I
that
think
is
those people
true.
were right based on what we're seeing. Why'd you bench him? Just let him keep playing. He's very good.
yeah,
But somebody that really needs some credit is the starting pitcher. His name is Zach Gallen. I think he might be back, ladies and gentlemen. It's not the most beautiful game in the world that he played, but he didn't get rocked by a great lineup like Philly. I know Philly's been struggling this year, but still, he usually would be a get right spot for them, and he made sure to do his job. So I'm pretty proud of him, and I'm proud of the bullpen these last couple games too for not absolutely getting shredded and keeping big leads and not letting teams crawl back into it every game. I mean, sometimes they did let it happen, but for the most part, they've been solid.
Yeah, and it's just like Dylan will tell you, he trolled me on X because in Soroka's last start he got rocked a little, but we still won that game. But he came back to earth a little. But it's nice to see these guys that even if they're getting rocked, that they have the confidence to at least shake it off, get through the inning, and then at least the bullpen can hold it down.
Yeah, Soroka still might have the best start out of all of our pitchers this year, though. With that one start he had was pretty insane. So I mean, shit. Even Erod is playing like what we thought we would get from him originally.
Bro, his ERA is absolutely absurd. .50 through 3 starts.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Which I wonder what turned around for Erop because this the whole entire winter soft season for the D-backs, we were dogging on Erod a lot,
well, the World
So
Baseball Classic is what turned it around from Venezuela. You don't remember that?
well, yeah, but you go from there to back to the D-backs and the pitching staff. So something translated over this offseason. We worked on something this offseason.
For sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say the pitching altogether just out of the gate seems a whole lot more composed and ready to, if they have one bad game, the next time they come out, they're gonna settle in.
And settle in they did. And settle in they did.
And the funny thing is, because I was gonna ask you guys who you guys thought was, so far the biggest surprise and the biggest disappointment so far, and both of my guys ended up getting RBIs in the game. Obviously, for my biggest, surprise, you got Hernandez, and then of course the biggest disappointment so far has obviously been Arenado with that putrid batting average that's well below 2 right now.
Hey, at least he did something though. Finally.
Yeah,
Yeah, but nobody. I mean, yeah, people kind of expected his batting average to kind of be because it's not gonna be the same Nolan Arenado that we saw 8 years ago. So, what we're counting on him is defense. So,
and that he has brought.
but
Yeah.
Carlos Santana though, I was kind of close. Arenado would have been my next one, but Carlos Santana, dude's already hurt, and then before he got hurt, he didn't really do anything at all. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say he was my biggest disappointment too. So you kind of stole that from me. My biggest surprise would probably be Jose Fernandez because I didn't know he existed before the season started. So when you add another bat like that to the lineup of Cattell and Corbin, I think that's like really good for our future. And along with the new pitching staff too, it's like we might be good. We might be better than we thought.
Well, and the thing is, especially with Fernandez, is he's shown versatility so far. Like he's played over at third, he's played over at first. No matter where you put him, he's solid. He's good in the lineup. So far before today's game, he was hitting 0.313 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, and he's just adding, to that today in the win.
Yeah, playing solid.
I'd
In
also like
those
to
two
give
innings.
credit to McCann too, because every time that he gets a chance to start with Gabby being injured or rest day, he always finds a way to step up. Even last year too, because Gabby dealt with an injury last year too, and he was back up. And times where he played last year and so far this year too, that he stepped up. And I think that's another reason why that we brought him back on a 1-year deal this offseason too, to back Gabby Moreno up again. So
100%.
He's doing a great job doing his job and exceeding expectations. Can't argue about that. Shout out to the coaching staff making those hard moves they made last year, getting rid of all of our best hitters and at least having a plan and a vision to still be good going forward. And seems like it's working out so far because we are second in the NL West or third in the NL West right now, but just by a
currently 3
game
games
because
behind. Last I
yeah,
checked, Dodgers were beating the Rangers. Shohei got a freaking home run at the first pitch against DeGrom. So,
yeah. But after that, they went down.
did they, huh?
Yeah, they went down. They were losing last time I checked. I placed a live bet on the Dodgers to win. Whenever
Yeah,
they're
because
down
if
by one run or less, I always place a live bet on
Yeah.
them.
But yeah,
Usually,
no, we're gonna really see where we're at in the next couple series. It's good confidence builder winning, coming back in both series against the Mets and the Phillies. But going into Baltimore and then having the Blue Jays in your next series, you're gonna be going into some, really potent lineups and solid pitching staffs. So it's
I'm
gonna
not
be
worried about the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays have been ass this year. I ain't gonna hold you. They've been terrible. Didn't they lose a series to the Rockies? Or was that them? I
we
don't
get
know. But
Merrill
either
Kelly
way,
back, though,
yep,
that's
Merrill
big.
Kelly.
on Tuesday.
The O's though, I'm worried about the O's. They might rock us. Like as far as the pitching lineup goes, they got some good bats on the O's.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, especially with Kelly back, who's gonna be, if we run to a sixth man, and then who's gonna be the odd man out, even if we go to the sixth.
I think they shouldn't. There shouldn't be any odd men out right now. Run a six-person lineup. Why not? People do it all the time, and with the way our pitching is set up, these guys need all the rest they can get to be the best they can be. So run six guys, man. Screw it.
Well, eventually somebody has to be, and they're going to have to pitch for their jobs in that 6-man rotation because eventually the summer Corbin Burton's coming back.
Yeah, but until then, we should just roll with everyone and make them all compete for that last spot. You know.
True.
Yeah, I was gonna say even after their first rocky road, Nelson and Fat kind of settled down a little bit, so everybody at least seems to come back from you know getting rattled early. So that's definitely something we didn't have last year. Once the sale got hit, it was over. But this year, the guys have definitely shown out of the gate that the resolve is a lot stronger.
There's a lot of freaking uh, things that could happen with these lineups too, because we still got to get the closers back, and AJ Puck and J Mark, and I wonder if they're gonna make us better or if they're gonna screw up the chemistry when they come back.
Who knows? But shout out to Sewell for holding it down. As good as he's been so far. A lot of people counted him out. A lot of people said he's going to get rocked every single night. But so far, his return to the desert has been pretty solid. So you couldn't ask for a much better return than what he's given us.
Yeah, I
After
definitely
this so
didn't believe
far.
in him. What?
I said after this so far.
Yeah, so far. I definitely didn't believe in him coming in, but I was fine with it. I didn't think he was going to be getting rocked every night, but I just already experienced the horrors of what could happen with him. So I'm like, not sure if I like that. But hey, it's proven out to be a good move. So I'm down. Shout out to him, like you said. we'll see where it goes for these guys, man. I'm excited because, I mean, if we were in any other division, we'd be juggernauts, you know.
Oh yeah.
But we have to play the best of the best and compete with them for the pennant. So I mean, I wanna see more from these Diamondbacks. But they've been really good at home. What they're 5-2 at the crib so far.
Yeah, they
Pretty
won
damn
six of their
good.
last 8 too.
6 of their last 10
Yeah.
as well.
I mean, especially after getting swept in that first series, coming back and then, taking care of Detroit and then being where we're at 9-7. Definitely. And the series we've won have been very, solid teams. So very good.
Yeah, people were expecting them. People have the Mets as like a World Series champion pick. A lot of people picked the Mets to win the World Series this year, and we disposed of them like they were nothing.
And again, it's just that comeback mentality. The fact that, doesn't matter if we're down 2 or 3 runs. We're never out until that final out.
The answer backs.
It is alive once again.
The official account said we're not the answer backs anymore. We're the drama backs. I'm like, I like the answer backs better.
Yeah. We got
The
to
rally backs, the answer backs. I like that.
Yeah, let's keep the classic. Let's not have any weird new.
Yeah, but the playoffs is like 100 games away type of deal.
Anything
But
can happen.
I think we got a good shot this year, guys.
I think if nothing else, we can get that the last wild card spot.
I mean, honestly, with I've the way the division is, and I think the Dodgers are still going to win in the division. It was like almost auto wild card, which is how it is with the Dodgers.
Yeah, it sucks to say
So
it, but
like that
their
fight
team is
for
just
that wild card spot is going to be freaking huge come this summer. I feel like at the end of the summer, I should say.
yeah. That's why I'm happy that they're winning all the games they can now. It's like, hey, let's not play around at the beginning
Right.
because
Yeah.
every win is going to count. I remember a couple years ago we missed the playoffs by like 1 or 2 wins. It's like we win 1 or 2 games, literally we are in the playoffs, so they
Well,
can't play
like
around.
so far, like early, like I don't know what you want to call it, like from what I'm seeing so far, like we don't have a lot of pop in our bats, especially with the home runs. So far, we haven't been seeing a lot of that. Which last year we saw a bunch of that with like Suarez and Naylor and Carroll and Perdomo. Like what it goes down. So far, like I feel like we've seen a big decline in home runs so far, and if it continues, and if we seem to be in position so far for wild card in July, like why not like 2017 style get JD Martinez and get a pop and get a boost for that lineup, you know?
Well, I mean, look at the fact that we still got Gurriel that's going to come back too. But just the fact that we're able to win these games without having to hit moonshots will help
Yeah, like
us deeper.
yeah, Gurriel's all right though. I mean, he's a pretty good defender, but like he's like a guy that can get you like 20ish home runs a season though. Like he's not like I don't know. I'm talking probably get like another rental type of guy, you know, like because Giants last year got Rafael Devers, but look at them again. They're at the bottom of the division still, 6-10. So
Yeah,
ever since they
that
got
didn't really
Rafi,
go
they've been
good for
struggling
them.
bad.
Yeah, that didn't really go well for them. That trade, I mean, I think I don't know if you want to say Boston won the trade.
I feel more like it was a hey, we're both going to move on. It doesn't matter where we're sending you kind of thing.
Yeah, probably just wanted to go to California. A lot of people just want to go to California. Like send me to LA
See, I
or
could chill. I
San
could chill with
Francisco.
that, just not the taxes.
Yeah. Hey, some people have family there or are from there or just like when they grew up in whatever country they're like that was their place they wanted to go or whatever. So like
Right.
Edwin Diaz going to the Dodgers, he always wanted to be a Dodger, but whatever. I like what we got, what we're building, and I mean, as long as we stay the course, we're gonna end up in the playoffs. And I would rather go into the playoffs as a wild card, underestimated, because that's how Arizona fares the best, it seems.
Well, yeah, that's like we went on a hot streak back in 2023 towards the end of the year, and we rode it all the way to the World Series. Unfortunately, we just ran out of gas when we got there.
Yeah, that Dodger series was their World Series, and they kind of forgot. Hey, we still have to go play another series after this.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, it's as much as we're dogged for our poverty franchises. It's wild to think that in the last 20 years, the Cardinals, the Diamondbacks, and the Suns have all made championship games,
None of them have won.
and none of them have won. But we've been
Well, the
there.
Diamondbacks did. Well, not 20 years ago. No, actually, not in the last 20 years. 25 years if you extend
Yeah,
it.
I
20.
was barely
Yeah,
3 years old when they won the World Series.
yeah, bro. Like
So
I was
I don't
10
even know
last
the
time.
feeling of winning a championship technically. So
I was just old enough to celebrate it. I remember that day like it happened yesterday. I do remember that day, which is like the only good sports Arizona memory I have as far as like championships go, because I didn't celebrate the Mercury's championships because I didn't know they were happening.
Oh yeah, no, it was bad because I remember that year Arizona just lost to Duke in the championship game, and then the Diamondbacks made the World Series, and I'm just like, hey. But yeah, oh my gosh, to think that was 25 years ago, and I have almost an 8-year-old kid myself now. It's just we need a championship here.
Yeah, the Suns were our best shot, man. Blowing that 2-0 lead to an injured Giannis, man, that just it's always gonna break my heart.
And then not only that, but it's like now you watch what's going on in Milwaukee and the fact that their relationship is completely destroyed.
Yep, he wants to come here.
What?
I think he wants to come over here. He was posting the other day about Phoenix and how
Oh,
he wants to feel that feeling again of when he was out here. Because they won the championship, and he was just posting that video. And then a clip of him trying to recruit Booker from back in the day. Like, bro, we should be wearing the same jersey. Let's wear the same jersey. So,
oh
hey,
man,
hopefully that can come to fruition.
that
so
like
everybody's available but Booker and our rookies, honestly, to get that done. To get
no,
Giannis.
I'm locking in Brooks too. Him and Booker are.
No, I'll give up a Dylan Brooks for Giannis straight up. I would.
Well, yeah, if it was straight up, but
It wouldn't be straight up, but
well, no shit.
Well, no, I'm saying like I would be fine with having Dylan Brooks as part of the trade piece.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would. I think that Brooks is gonna stay, but I think Giannis would probably want Brooks to stay. Giannis played with Grayson Allen before, and they're cool. Um,
Yeah, no, yeah, Grayson Allen easily can be a part of the trade package. Fragile. Bye bye. You can go back to Milwaukee and rejoin them, reunion, and
I think
celebrate.
that Giannis would ask for Grayson Allen to be on the team, is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Right.
boo boo garbage. Because he's too fragile now.
Yeah, no, that
Okay. Hey,
package.
if it's a part of the stipulations, as long as we don't have to sign Giannis's brother, I'm cool with it.
Well, it's like, why am I ignoring the fact that Jalen Green's been the same too? So,
Yeah, I mean, it's too early for me to say, yeah, let's get rid of Jalen Green, but if that's a part of the deal, then we have to do it, you know.
I was gonna say to get Giannis, he would have to. I mean, we're not getting rid of Booker, so essentially he would have to be the centerpiece of a deal if you're not, even including Brooks. So I
Yeah.
feel like that would definitely include Jalen Green, Mark Williams,
Colin Gillespie,
Colin Gillespie.
he would have to go.
you would
But
at
the
least have to
Buck,
get like a player or two from Milwaukee too. We're just gonna. I mean, no, it's probably
yeah,
have to be 3 teams involved. Honestly, I would think.
there would have to be picks from another team and a bunch of other
Yeah,
crap. It wouldn't just be a clean trade, especially because we're in salary, not salary cap hell, but
but
our pick. We don't have picks.
it's just like with all the hell, and I feel like we just completely transitioned to basketball on accident. But
No,
with
it
all
wasn't on
the
accident. It wasn't on accident.
but
No.
with all the hell that we've dealt with, the past couple of years, especially, watching Katie go to Houston. I don't know if I could deal with that again, especially just watching the happiness that this year's team brought back.
Yeah, I mean, there's no. I think it's too early. It's too early to say because if the year starts off, like it started off, we ended up making the play in, we make the playoffs, we get decimated. Maybe they're not so happy anymore. Like so, Portland tonight. Let's just assume that Portland beats the Kings tonight because I mean they should beat the Kings. We play them in the play in, we secure our spot, and we get waxed by whoever we play in the playoffs.
It'd be the
Because
Spurs.
I
I
don't
Honestly,
know.
I don't think
honestly,
it's possible to get out of the first round this year. I'm gonna be honest.
hey, nobody expected us to be in this position whatsoever. So even if we give whoever we play in that first round a good couple games, say we win a game or two, that's progress heading into next year. This group is still very young, and I mean, unfortunately, if you do want to blow it up for Giannis, like look what you did with a group that nobody thought anything of, that wasn't even healthy the entire year.
The thing about it is we went further with this team than we did with the KD team, so it's like why would we blow that up? I mean I guess we did make the playoffs with KD in his first year here, and we got beat by what, Denver or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, but
and so
here's
so
my sorry to interrupt, but here's my concern with Giannis. We spent 2 years complaining like, oh, we traded the original core that brought us to the finals for Kevin Durant. It didn't work out. And like Damien just said, like we did a lot better. This team did a lot better than it did with Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal. And it brought us success year one with Jordan Knott and all that, who could be coach of the year still. And then we blew up the core for Giannis, potentially, don't know, flip a coin, watch it may not work out, and then the same thing repeat all over again. Like,
yeah,
do we
no,
really want to repeat that cycle? Possibly. It
no,
uh,
like
I'm honestly fine with building with the group we have. We don't need Giannis. But if we can get Giannis, I would say Matt Ishbia is gonna do it just because that's his personality, and I feel like Giannis would play better with Booker than KD would because Booker would still have the ball in his hands most of the time. It wouldn't be like who's bringing the ball up. Is it Booker? Is it Bill? Is it KD? It would be Booker bringing the ball up.
right.
And that's kind of where he's best is when he can play make, and Giannis is on the block. Giannis is hitting the rim. You know what I mean? Giannis isn't doing what Booker does. Bill did the same exact things that Booker did, and KD more or less does the same thing as Booker does. You know what I mean? So it's like it'd
Yeah,
be a way better basketball fit, and I think we'd have a real chance at winning a championship. But Giannis is getting old. Giannis is often hurt too. So I mean, I would take the dice roll just because it would just I would love to have a Phoenix Sun Giannis jersey, but I am totally 100% fine with making Malwatch, Fleming, and those guys the future of the team.
yeah. As I was saying, we still don't even know what we have in Kobe Bray, and then we still got guys that we will be bringing in next year. So, depending on what the cost would be, obviously you listen, but at the same time, it's like I would, depending on especially how we look this, play in slash next round. That's
I
where
honestly
you
would say
really,
wait till next year. There's no rush
yeah,
to get Giannis. Wait till next year. See how the team goes when Brooks, Green, and Booker play more than 50 minutes together because they've
yeah,
only played less than an hour combined total time. Through the whole time they've been here. So it's not like we got to see what the team looked like with even those three.
yeah. They
So
played a total of 102 minutes together collectively.
yeah, it's like that's nothing. So that's literally 2-3 games worth of minutes.
Right. And I mean, you've seen glimpses of when all of them are on their game, how, solid things can be. But also at the same time, it's like, we can't, well, like you said, we just got to see what it looks like when everybody's healthy. Because even when we have those three, the rest of the roster is unavailable.
Yeah, and we just got to fire the training staff because everybody keeps getting hurt. You can't. What are we
Did
doing?
you guys see the injury report for tonight's game against OKC?
Everybody's sitting.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
bro. A
they're doing that on
combined
purpose.
14 players. I think. Yeah, pretty sure 14 players are sitting out tonight between both teams.
It's
Yeah,
a useless game.
they're keeping everybody,
It's
prepped
the
and
last game of the season. There's no reason to play them. Yeah, most teams are doing that.
the bench
That's why
battle.
today isn't a good day to bet NBA because
No,
everybody's resting their starters for the playoffs.
I feel like it's gonna be like zero defense, or a lot of games are gonna go under. There's no in between.
Oh, games are gonna go under, but they're gonna go over too because these are the guys that don't have a shot to play and they finally get to start and show teams what they can do, So they're gonna be auditioning either for the team that they're on or for other teams. So the scrubs are
yeah,
gonna play hard, because they're not gonna play in the playoffs. They know that, If you're playing tonight, then you're not a big part of whatever the team wants to do in the playoffs.
no,
Unless you're coming off of like an injury and they want to get you as much time as possible or something. But the guys that play tonight, they're going to be playing their hearts out.
Who do you think wins the bench bowl?
OKC.
Dang, that's not a good way for the Suns' mentality to go in the play-in.
Cody Rhodes in the
We get our
belt.
asses whooped lately. And on top of it, Jalen Green just got hurt again right before the playoffs start. It's like, dude, could not
He
find
got
a
hurt playing
worse
Houston,
time.
which is ironic.
Yeah, but that's even worse. Like, come
Like
on.
crazy. It's crazy bad. Oh.
But no, honestly, I think, and we've shown when we are healthy, I think we, give San Antonio a more difficult matchup than people think.
So he has the defensive schemes that Jordan I can draw up to kind of keep the game somewhat close because I don't see us winning by more than 10 on any game against them. It's going to be close or get blown out and lose.
Well, I mean, I think that's other than the games where it's like you've seen nobody's available. That's been a lot of the trend. It's like we either, we either win or we get kicked a little bit, or we play 3/4 of the game absolutely brilliant, but 1/4 costs us the game.
Yeah, I just don't think that the Suns consistently put it together enough games from start to finish to convince me that they could really do anything against an OKC or San Antonio in the playoffs because their bench, their supporting cast is so much better than ours. It's like they got like first round picks all through their lineup, and they've manhandled OKC in every game they played them in. We barely beat OKC on like a last minute 3-pointer.
I
Just like I
know.
think the
I mean,
quality of their defense is probably not as good as our defense realistically, but the ability to score points when they need them, they got Victor Wembanyama, dude. Who's gonna stop that guy?
not to take
The
anything away.
Norwalk we trust.
It's just the whole thing where it's like teams, certain teams match up way better against certain, systems, certain players, etc. And that's just the case. I feel like with OKC and Oklahoma City, they're both great teams, but they have the ability to take one another out of their element. It's just about matchups, like we saw in the tournament with Michigan smacking the crap out of Arizona, and then also doing it to Gonzaga by 40 earlier. It's like if you're used to that system.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why I have more faith in San Antonio against us because we're just a Timu OKC. Booker is our no seriously. Look, Booker is our SGA. We're a defense first team that shoots middies. Like what is OKC? They're just
Yeah.
a better version of what we're currently running. So it's like they can beat that style 7 game series pretty easily. You know what I mean? So it's like that's why I'm so like with the Spurs. I mean OKC. And we could probably. I feel like we have a better chance against OKC, even though I don't think we could beat either team. I know
Really?
that sounds crazy, but OKC can get got. They've shown weakness. I think the San Antonio Spurs are in a breakout year for their team, for their organization. It's like, hey, these guys are showing up. They got Devin Vassell, Castle. Those guys are gonna have a game or two where they just go nuts. We don't have that really anymore. Like that used to be Grayson, they used to be Royce. They haven't had those like breakout games where they go crazy. Colin has came back to earth. Booker is basically going out there and doing all the heavy lifting alone. Mark Williams can't play more than 15 minutes in a game.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
feel like that'll be our biggest thing in the off season, reevaluating. Obviously we know Malawak's our future at center, but do you stay with Williams? Do you try to potentially move him and somebody else for, a guy who's more available, or better yet, do you look for a young guy in the draft, to pair and grow with Malawak, who's got, that same athleticism and, rim dominance?
I think we'll just continue with this same team next year, hopefully. And then they'll do the Oso Mark Williams pair and have Oso and Mark Williams alternate and starting center. And Malawach will be maybe Malawach will take the top spot by himself and have Mark Williams and him alternate, and then Oso slide down to the floor or something. I
Hmm.
don't know,
The
but I think
rookies,
we
the
have something
rookies,
in Oso. Oso's been
they'll-
breaking out.
the rookies will have another summer league year though, for sure. So we get to see them, and then if we draft any other rookies in next year's draft, so
I just want to see potentially what a healthy Mark Williams and Haywood Highsmith pairing would actually look like.
Yeah, neither of them have been able to stay healthy. I think Highsmith has played 2 games.
Yeah, no, and that's crazy because Mark Williams was the one that had all the, huge injury concerns coming over. And it's just like, if you're out playing or if you're out sitting that, like, there's something up.
Yeah, people are just coming here like Jalen Green has never he didn't miss any games for Houston. I think he missed 2 games the whole time he was in Houston for his whole career there, and now he's not playing any games for the Suns. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, it's like you said, evaluate the training staff at the end of the year. Like, what are they doing in there?
Yeah, what are they doing wrong? Because they're involved somehow. It can't just all be luck.
No, because I mean, these guys have had, as you mentioned, it's just like, oh, hey, we're perfectly fine. We're coming over to a beautiful state. Ow, my body's breaking down.
Right? Seriously, immediately getting off the plane, they tweak something like, "Ooh, that doesn't feel good."
it's the dry heat. Blame it on that.
Yeah, the dry heat burns all their money, so they can't play.
That's so funny. It's not good for your bones, man.
It's like the Diamondbacks pitching curses.
Yeah. Hopefully, we can overcome all the curses associated with our sports teams because, boy, there's a lot of them.
Hey, maybe this year we are the bubble Suns again.
I would
Just go
love for them.
defeated in the freaking playoffs.
I would love for them to go on a run and just get an early lead on whoever we play in the first round and prove the world wrong. It's just like when we lost so many games, like even before this year when Jordan Knott wasn't the coach, we were getting those comebacks on us so hard, and that's starting to rear its ugly head again. Where we're up by 10 in the fourth, or we're up by 15 in the third quarter, and all of a sudden we lose in the game. It's like I just
Yeah,
can't trust that going into the playoffs.
yeah, no, definitely that shows the inexperience and the youth. But it's just like, hopefully next year with the group having a lot more time together, an off season camp, etc., that a lot of that is fixed, or depending on what happens, who comes in and helps. But yeah, definitely gotta work on holding those leads once you get them.
No doubt. I mean, at the end of the day, right now we're only going to go as far as Booker takes us, and against an OKC or San Antonio, Booker just ain't enough by himself. We could beat a lesser team with just Booker going bananas, but somebody's got to help this man. He's averaging like 30 something a game. He's out there balling, getting assists, getting rebounds and shit. But it's not going to matter if everybody else doesn't rise their level.
Right.
Anyone on this team can do it too, and we got supporting cast of Booker. It's just who, you know? It's literally somebody random almost every time. It seems like.
Yeah.
And it's like nobody consistent too, because we thought Jalen Green would be that consistent factor too, with Book dropping 20, 30 with them every night, but we never really saw that ever this season, you know? So like it was like, oh, Colin Gillespie went off here and there. Or
he was
shit, Mark Williams even went off fucking randomly too, and like or Dylan Brooks, like he went through streaks where he dropped 20, 30, like 3-4 games in a row, but we didn't really see much of that after that. So it's like I said,
Yeah,
just been
Brooks is having the
somebody
best.
random.
Brooks is having the best year of his career. But he has a problem. Like when we play Houston, when we play the good teams, he only scores like 10 points and doesn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't go 1 for 7 from three when we play the good teams.
No, you have to be completely locked in no matter who we play.
Yeah, it's like he's not playing well against the best teams, and it's like he'll get there. I feel like he's gonna be here with Book for the long run now. Hopefully they keep him around because he's the person in the locker room like CP3 was that makes everybody tough, you know.
Oh yeah,
And that's very important. So hopefully we just need to stay healthy. I think this current team could be really really good if they had time to learn how to play together, and Jordan Knott could do what he needs to do because he's done so much with so little already with this team. So I think that he just needs the pieces because he's a good coach. So I'm pretty happy with what we got. I mean, we're already talking about expectations that I thought we'd be waiting a couple years to be talking about, you know? So
well, I mean, our over under was 31.5. So for us to be sitting at 44 right now, absolutely great work by the coaching staff and the players.
and our
And
45 win was predicted was pretty on point. Oh, excuse me.
but yeah, no, it's just I know a lot, especially with how we started. We got on a hot streak. I just hope the fans are happy with where we're at right now, considering we were expected nothing. Just enjoy the ride. Everything else is all gravy.
The fans can never be happy in Arizona, man. They
Like
really can't.
the Frank, like the Rock says, shut your mouth and enjoy the ride. The Arizona sports about to put you.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, nobody fuck with that. Nobody remember that Rock's Hill run.
We did, but you just horribly cut out during it.
Damn.
Bro, I hate that shit. I always be cutting out like towards the end of our episodes.
All
It's
good.
really weird, man. It's
But no,
something about the vehicle, but it's all good, man. It's it is what it is, man. I wish we could talk about the Cardinals, but there really isn't nothing to talk about with them.
right. So who do you guys think,
No,
or who
draft.
would you guys rather play in the play-in?
Honestly, Portland, because a playout Kawhi, bro, is a dangerous Kawhi.
I would not want to play the Clippers in the play-in. That's all I'm saying because I don't think we could beat them right now with the way the team is. You know, if those people are truly injured and it's not just them gamifying it because it's the last game, we have too many injuries to play a team as dangerous as the Clippers. So we could lose to the Trailblazers, but I just don't foresee that happening. But if Book is fine, either or, we'll beat them both. But I would much rather play the Portland Trailblazers for sure.
I think everybody's just being rested for precaution, at least, especially in Jalen Green's, you know, case. You really hope he's available because he's just not been able to get anything solid going the entire year. In terms every time he gets on a run, he gets hurt again. So hopefully he's ready to go for that Tuesday night. Hopefully the team is. We're just happy to be in this moment. So
I mean, the Trailblazers though, like they've been a scrappy team all year, in my opinion. And obviously, like with the Clippers, it's still beat LA, FLA. So like honestly, like I'm rooting for the Trailblazers to make it in tonight because good for them. Honestly, like after what they dealt with after Chauncey Billups and all that, like they honestly kind of deserve it, after barely making it in. But when it comes to making it in, you got to deal with us though. So we got to put you out of your misery. So
Yep. And Booker owes Drew Holiday a little exit from from the playoffs. So
Dang.
send them down to play Golden State or whoever they would have to play, and don't play any games with having to play 2 play-in games. Just play that 1 play-in game, lock your spot up, and go home.
I was gonna say we have the talent to hoop with anybody. It's been fun, and then hopefully by next week when we're back here, we can be talking about our first round matchup.
I would love that. I would love
And
to
plus,
be.
former son, Tumani Kamara too. Like he's been hooping too at Portland ever since we traded him. So hopefully he found his permanent spot. So
Yeah, trading him was such a bad idea. He's really good.
Yeah.
We drafted him for a reason, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I think we had to get off of DeAndre Ayton, right? Is that why we traded him?
Well, shoot, even Portland had to get rid of him, and then now LA's finding out. I was like, damn, this guy cannot stay put.
I know 3 teams later, this guy's still trash.
Yeah, I mean, I usually wouldn't say that I was wrong about a player this early in their career, but I was wrong about Da. Man, he's just not that guy.
Well, I was
He
gonna say
doesn't
he got all
understand
the
what he's supposed to be. He
bro.
thinks he's supposed to be something that he isn't.
But the
Here
next time, sorry, go ahead, Frankie,
he
and then I'll.
no, you're good. But here he is the so Jay Cutler had all the talent in the world, but had an absolutely shit attitude. Could have been one of the all-time greats. Feel the exact same way about DeAndre Ayton. Has all the talent in the world, just doesn't want to do anything with it.
You're giving this man the ammo to do what he's over there burning to do and say something about Kyler Murray.
And you predicted it because I was gonna say
I
next
know
we get to see
you're
we get
easy to
to we
read.
get to put to the test. You get your purple little Vikings Kyler Murray jersey that you said that you want to get,
I'm
and
getting
then
it.
look, 12 months from now, we're gonna sit here and be like, oh, what happened with the Vikings this year with Kyler Murray? They're supposed to go so far, great defense and Justin Jefferson and this and that. Well, more put around the Cardinals and then go anywhere. I can't
Don't
wait
pick
to
Hey,
on
have
this.
that discussion.
Don't
hey,
pick on this.
in about a year from now, we'll be sitting here talking about entering the next draft after getting
And then
Jeremiah Love and Ty Simpson. So there's my
and
call.
then and then Kyler. But listen, it's a 1 year deal though. So if it doesn't go right, do they resign Kyler Murray? Well, oh, hold on. Anyways, does that mean I go 2 for 2? I was right with DeAndre Ayton, and if Vikings don't give Kyler Murray a chance, does that mean I go 2 for 2?
No.
What do we? So how many more chances does Kyler Murray need to get for me to go 2 for 2? Three,
What
like
you said if
DeAndre
the
Ayton.
Vikings? You said if the Vikings don't give him a chance, they're
Oh,
giving them a chance.
it's a 1 year deal though. So for say like
Yeah, I
if
mean
they
he has
barely
to.
make the playoffs and like they, I don't know.
Well, if they make the playoffs at all, it's not a win for you. It's a loss.
Okay, it's a loss if they make it to the second round.
Yeah, if he wins the playoff game with them for sure, or if he wins like 14 games in the regular season or something crazy
But yeah, watch it.
because of him.
Dylan's face melts off. Kyler Murray in the MVP conversation.
Bro, like, he was in the MVP conversation the first like 6 games, like one of the years. Like it was like early as hell,
Well,
and
he
then
he was on
we
the
fell.
Cardinals. He
Bro,
was
he
on the
never had a
Cardinals. You could
receiver like Justin Jefferson.
even if he didn't, if he was doing really well with us, he won 6 games to open up the gate. You could do that on any other team, and you'll be in the MVP conversations. But if you do that in Arizona, they'll be like, "Yeah, we need to see more." So we'll see. He has Hawkinson, Addison, Jefferson.
They got Addison as a running back still. Yeah, I don't think Aaron Jones anymore.
Receiver. They got AJ.
No, I'm talking about running backs because running backs matter too with Kyler Murray. We saw with James Conner, and then once James Conner was hurt, like it was kind of iffy. So he needs all of it to make it juicy and saucy to the second round of the playoffs.
He just needs a good defense. That's all he really needs.
Apparently, it's going to be saucy in Minnesota this year.
It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to watch them play. So see what's good with them.
Dude, I
Well,
can't
same
wait to.
here. Like most of the time, they're like AM games, and then the Cardinals play. So like the website watching NFL games on, I'll probably be watching Minnesota play before the Cardinals play most of the time.
Same.
I'm telling you, dude, like, big. I'm excited for this draft. I think if we play our cards right, we can surprise people. But obviously, we know going in, this is going to be at least a couple of year rebuild.
Yeah, I'm not really. I'm hoping that we can do some magic out the gate, but I don't believe that's possible.
With the
Unless the
second
rookie
pick of the
quarterback we
NFL
draft
draft,
is just a stud.
with the second pick of the 2027 NFL draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Dylan Raiola, Oregon, or Dante Moore.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm predicting the future. Bro, listen, we're obviously setting up for the more stacked quarterback draft next year.
bro, we don't need Tamu Mahomes.
I'm not even that convinced that the quarterback draft next year is as good as everybody's making it seem. Like
It's
none of
not.
those people have proven shit.
Like our
There's
best bet
definitely a
this
lot more. But okay, it may not be as good as some people's opinions might be, but there's definitely a lot more options.
Yep, I would agree with that. There's definitely more options. Don't mean they're good options.
I was gonna say this year. I mean, if the Cardinals want to take your shot, it's either Simpson or you fall back on a guy like Beck or Nussmeyer. But other than that, even next year, there's not really a great franchise class.
Yeah, but if you draft either of them, though, if you don't start them right away, like what a great learning tree to learn from Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew. Those to prepare them for success on
Well,
the
and that's
bench.
why I think we're gonna move back in and get Ty Simpson like the Giants did, which I called last year with Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I could see them, getting one of those guys. I think they're going to draft Ty Simpson. I don't know if they'll draft him at 3, but they'll
No,
draft him.
it's definitely going to be trading back into the first or at that second round, but we got to coax the Jets away from him too.
No, I think the Jets. Aaron Glenn could be lying, but the coach was very sold that Geno Smith is their guy. He was like beaming and talking about Geno, like, "Oh yeah, I'm so happy that we were able to get him. He's going to be the future." And da 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 da. So he
So
could
here's
be
my
lying though.
question, guys.
Could be a smoke screen.
If Simpson's our guy at the end of the second round, who would you go with at number 3? An offensive lineman to grow with him, or do you get him a dynamic running back like Jeremiah Love to grow with for the next 5-6 plus years?
I would never draft a running back in the top 3 in any draft. What are you doing?
I'm still convinced Jeremiah Love is a Titan
Yeah,
because the Tyler
Unless you're projected to
Algier
be like
and
a
James
Derrick
Conner coming
Henry or
back.
something, or Saquon Barkley, why would you draft a running back that high? It's insane. You can literally find somebody off the scrap heap to
But
be.
that's me. But that's me with an offensive line too. Like, why would you draft an offensive lineman top 5? That's a crazy
I
idea to me.
wouldn't draft an O lineman top 5 either.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Mal and what was it? Oh shit, I always forget the other one.
I think that
Fano.
if we don't trade back, we're drafting Ty Simpson there.
No, I feel like if we're stuck at number 3, we're taking an edge.
I could see them taking an edge,
Ruben
but that would
Maine
be.
Bane, my guy, yes sir, yes
with
sir.
Josh Sweat. That's what I've been saying for a couple episodes when we have been talking about the draft more heavily. Like, bro, you have Josh Sweat and Ruben Maine. That right there can get you 20 plus sacks together. And
I
you
don't
have
get.
Walter Nolan in the middle. And if you're well, we weren't really smart in free agency. Maybe in the earlier rounds you can probably pair somebody with Walter Nolan, and our front 7 could be, I don't know, with the next 2-3 years, one of the best in the league again.
See, the thing
So
is, if you take Bane though at number 3 and Simpson with your next pick, your remaining picks, you kind of got to focus on your your depth at O line and D line. But yeah,
I
because
know what's wrong with
I
that.
sweat this a little bit because it did work a little bit with Chandler Jones and Marcus Golden for a little bit. But with those two, with Josh Sweat and Ruben Maine, it can work for a little bit longer than those two. You feel me? So
yeah. I don't care what people say about Ruben Bane's short arms. He's going to be an absolute monster.
I'd rather have him than Arvell Reese. No offense to Arvell Reese, I think he's going to be a great player, but I'm just so scarred
I'm
from that Isaiah Simmons. I don't
I'm
want any
more
player that
realistic.
plays multiple positions. I just got to be one guy playing one position.
It's like back in the day when we saw every free agent signing we had was from Pittsburgh. It's like now we're drafting everybody from Ohio State. Let's try somebody else for a second.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I know I've been seeing a lot more Alvarez to Arizona lately. It's kind of making me a little nervous. And he
They
wasn't
might
even
have. I
he
think,
wasn't even there for a long time, except for like the last 3 weeks, I would say.
and it's been going crazy the last
It's
3
got to
weeks.
be
That
Bane,
everybody's
bro.
just predicting it. It's like, why are we doing this?
It's got
Sorry.
Bane.
Well, hey guys, if you guys love what you're seeing, join the discussion in the comments, or not the comments. Yeah, join the discussion in the comments. And there's ways to get in touch with us in the description. Join the Arizona Sports Fanatics group on Facebook. 15,000 people in there. I love what you love and want to talk about it with you. So go ahead and join up. If you want a shirt, holler at Frankie. We do have shirts.
And then, just another shout. Your boy's going to be on After Further Review this next Wednesday night. I think we're going to be live, so that'll be fun. I'll give us a shout. And then in the works of being on another Arizona podcast within the next couple of weeks. And then, of course, we are planning, guys, right? Our live draft episode.
Yes, and then what, about 2 weeks till the draft, so
Yup. So stay tuned. Going to have a lot of fun. Run with us. Oh, and giveaway. Help us get to 200. 200. This combo from my collection, I'm offering up. Help us get to 200 subscribers.
And that's DeAndre Hopkins, if you guys don't know who number 10 is. Might have
Brand,
to get a Vikings one of him, too.
brand new.
you might
But
have
all
to
right,
dye it
guys.
purple.
Yeah, dye it purple.